his elbows in, I'm not going to be able to penetrate. I can't dig through this position here, okay? But if I move him, and move to the side of the underhook, boom. As I move there, I don't snap his head down, but I pull his head. If you look at Ty's arm here, okay, we'll do it on this side here. As I snap his head, his arm's good. He's got his arm here. There's space there. If I just go like this, he's in here tight. Nothing. Boom. So you snap and pull the head, move to the side of the underhook. Okay? As you're moving to the side of the underhook, you've got to get head position. That's very important. That your head, forehead area, is here, not here. You don't want to give him head position. That's no good. There's too many things he can do from there, and I'll show you them later. Get his head out of there. Here. Snap the head, move to the side of the underhook. Snap the head, move to the side of the underhook. Very good drill. My feet, watching my feet this time. My feet are moving. Bent knees. Here I am. Now, once I get that underhook, I'm here, pulling down on his back. Usually, I'll try to grab the shoulder. Sometimes I'll just pull on the lat muscle here. There's different philosophies of that, and you got to pick what you're most comfortable with. And it'll depend a little bit on what technique you use. Now, when I'm teaching the different techniques, I will try to, if I think it's important you have your underhook in one fashion or another, I'll tell you, sit down, jack your elbow up, just like a lateral raise. Not up here, but just here, just enough space so you can clamp down and you can attack. Snap the head and move to the side of the underhook is the easiest way to get into it. When your hand's going into it, it's like this. It's kind of a natural motion. Pummel in. Pummel into it. Snap the head, move to the side of the underhook. Okay? You don't need to pull him to you. There's some techniques where you pull him to you, and some coaches will argue that variation. Here I am wrestling. I grab the wrist, snap the head, and open into it. So rather than being from the open motion, where I just here, I'm doing the exact same thing, but I'm on his wrist. Pulling his head, dropping it in my underhook, just like that. That's another basic way to get into it. Another one here, what I call reverse wrist tie. Not regular wrist, but reverse wrist. That allows my elbow to, so I'm in here, an inside tie, got the maybe he touches me, I got reverse wrist tie, I wrestle from here a lot. Maybe I'll work into an underhook here. That's another way I get there. What you cannot do is just reach down, pull your butt back, and grab his leg. That's terrible. But what'll happen to you is you'll get whizzered. Boom. You'll hit that, whizzer you hard. That's no good. All right? What you need to do is what I'm going to show you, which brings me to the point. Right when you get an underhook, use it. Don't stay there very long. I'm into the underhook, boom, drop. I call this squat and drop. All right? But I also do one other little thing. I pop the guy with my head. Underhook, boom, Notice I'm squatting. I'm not reaching for the leg. There. Okay. So it looks like this. Okay, here. Once I get in there, here on the single leg, the outside hand is on top, like that, or like that. Not like this so you can grab your wrist. Anytime you're on a high single, you gotta have the outside hand on top. So here. I don't want to end up here, like this. This is no good. As I drop, I'm here. All right? Right away, I'm looking for a finish. The first thing I might look to do, if I have such a nice angle, is a reach behind and drive him down. On the other hand, if I'm in here and he squares up, the first thing I might do is dump him down. Okay? And if he doesn't go on the dump, there's a lot of other finishes you can do. All right? Depending on what you're best at finishing a single on. All right, that'll be up to you. So the first and foremost thing you're looking for is squat and drop. And the most important part of that probably, in addition to the squat and drop part, is bump with your head. Okay, you could call it a head bump. I don't care what you call it. But I hate to have you think it head bump and your kid's pulling their butt back. Because this won't get the job done here. They'll be bent over, they'll get wizard once again. All right? Now, I'm dropping his legs back, okay? You can penetrate here. All right, a low level, rather than a snatch penetration, it's a low level. So I'm here. Right here, he's thrown by a situation, you can attack both legs. You can attack here and drive. You can just do the regular old go behind, or you can attack a single leg closest to you. Because sometimes he'll start to turn when I do this. He'll turn that way. When he turns, I'm just going to be right on a single leg position, and then all the finishes that you did before. So just spend a little bit of time on doing this. I'm still trying to step behind him though. All right, I'm still pulling that. And then lock, and then whatever finishes you learn. All right? Here's the action. All three of those moves is the same thing. This.
And you see he's punching. You're not throwing that arm up, you guys. It's important you punch. You punch.
Just feel it. Or this. The hand goes down on all of them. Single leg. Work on this thing like 1 minute and then bring it back in. Go.
Here's shooting here, ducking. Down. When he's trying to jam nip, I like to just come here. I step kind of behind him, just like Shane was, not all the way. And I don't throw by. I drop my arm to here. I use my head into his ribs and push him away. I come from here to here. Right there. Drive into him, finish our singles like we were finishing the other day. No matter how hard, tight he's pulling you up, you can always run around here. I'm using my head inside. I'm not going to get my head here. He's going to square up, push you down. You're about to jump. Right here. Head inside. Finish, however. Start your motion. Coming out. Go to reverse angle. The reverse angle. Right here. Here. Drop down here. I'm using my head to push into him. Right here. You'll see. When I come here, I'm not just going to try to pick his leg up like this. I'm going into him here. Coming here, drop, take this hand, it's coming down, head in, push in, looking for the single, finishing up. Another one, Roy pointed out, sometimes you go to the single here, and you bring his leg back. Sweep around the side. You guys step in here hard. Now give you a step the other way. See that? Before we have to here, this is like going to high cross. It ends up this
That's one of the biggest things for all these little things. Keep going, keep pushing in. Not the leg on the shoulder, keep driving in.
I get him stepping, I hit, and I drive through him, and I cover the hips. Right there. This is the important part. Cover the hips. You don't want to end up on a forehead in this situation right here. It's scramble. Scramble. Right there, that's what it's going to look like, too. Land it on your forehead. Cover the hips. Right?
One of the matches that I watched coming on TV. He just holds them all. It's a spark plug.
Right? I'm taking the knee, I'm blocking the knee and driving over it. I'm hitting here, I'm blocking the knee and driving over it there. Halfway. Drive it. Now watch what I do with the head. Watch what I do here. You step it, I hit, now I throw the head off, and I cover to the bar. You step it, drive, step it behind. See that? Not doing an ankle pick. I'm not coming down here and hitting an ankle pick here. Not coming to the head and hitting an ankle pick here. I'm getting him stepping unnatural. Unnatural step. I'm looking like a bully right now. I don't mean to. Sometimes that's what it takes. That's what I'm doing. I'm hitting here hard. Driving through it hard. Driving through it hard. Drive. Boom. Pushing him off. Don't end up like this. Do this long. You're not going to end up driving through him.
Single leg, double leg. There's 90%. Yeah. Right. If they know the counters, all that other crap, nobody knows all that garbage. Once in a while, you'll see a fireman just throwing it. Right. So you gotta have your change of level. Be able to hit your singles and doubles.
Again, I'm throwing him off. I'm throwing him off. I'm getting him stepping where he doesn't want to step here. Just like that. Just like that. Right there. Right there. Right there.
Incorporate it into actual escapes and reversals. The first is the stand-up and the hip heist. Again, stand-up, hand control, and the hip heist. Notice how the hips fly through the air. This stand-up to good hand control allows for the athlete to lower his hips and hip heist out. Chad Zapital, All-American, uses a good stand-up hand control to maneuver out of this position. The second would be...
When I'm standing up, it should be labeled a stand back and a sit back, not a sit out or stand up. What I want to do is move back into my opponent. Okay, and I'm going to do all those things that we talked about, head up, back straight, hips in, pressure in. I'm going to keep my elbows in. I'm going to keep in a good stance. And a lot of guys, when they get in this position, they're not ready to wrestle. They're not ready to wrestle down here. They've got their heads down, and if I want to put my head up and go back, I can't have my head down. They don't have any flexion in their arms. I want to have a little bit of flexor so I can pop and push back into this man. And they really should have your toes underneath you, right under here. Now I always taught an inside stand-up for years and years and years. We really started having some problems with it. We just weren't getting out. And so I started watching the Iowa guys and what they were doing. And they were all doing an outside stand-up. So we changed. And I do an outside stand-up now. And I just think it's easier because I don't have as much weight on that outside leg. And I can put him away from it and get the weight off of this. And so all I'm doing, the main thing is I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I cannot beat this hand inside. This hand is already inside. The ref gave it to him. Okay, so I know this hand's going to be one of four places. It's going to be here. It's going to be here. It's going to be here. It's going to be up right here. Or it's going to try and be up here. Okay? Well, you're not going to get my farm. Okay? I just know that it's going to be one of those places. And this elbow, I want to try and make this elbow as fast as I can to get inside. So if I can beat one arm inside, I've done a heck of a job. I can't beat this when it's already inside. All right, so my first move, I'm going to flex here. I'm going to pop back into him. And this hand is going to push the longest. This hand's going to go right straight inside. And I'm going to replace this hand with my outside foot. Boom, right here. And I'm covering. I'm trying to take the 2-on-1 right here. 2-on-1. I'm trying to find this hand. This hand, the slow hand, is just coming up my body, looking for this hand until it finds it. The only time, if I come up and it's not there, then it's on my ankle. If it's on my ankle, I will have felt it already. And I push to it. Okay, I've got to wait it. If he gets it up my butt, then he can drive me down. Okay? So the minute if I come up and I feel that hand go down there, I post to it. And get weight on it and get back over it. If he can drive me forward, he can ride it. Okay? I'm going to get my hips out. So as I come up, I'm looking up. I'm looking up. I'm not looking down here. I can tell where his hands are. I'm going to come up here and now push into him. He's going to be jamming me. He's going to be jamming me forward most of the time, unless he picks an ankle. So as he's jamming me, I have to meet the jam by pushing back. I have to push back. Where's the pressure? Him. How many times do you get all the way up to your feet and get pushed out of bounds? Okay? What happens? Then you go back down. This guy can't push me out of bounds if I'm in my stance. Okay? If I'm right here, right? Wait. He's going to say go and you push me out of bounds. Ready? Go. Okay? If I'm standing up. Okay? Go.
Successful off the bottom is that I made it really simple. And I beat the guy inside every single time. You gotta beat the guy inside. if any of your wrestlers to get ridden over and over and over because they don't beat the guy inside. Here's how it starts. I don't start with my arms straight because I have no explosion for here. Watch how far I can pop up with my arms straight. Okay? I bend my arms. Just like trying to jump with your legs straight. Can't jump. Bend them, jump. Same thing off the bottom. I bend my arms a little bit so I'm going to have some explosion going on. Very first thing I do, very first thing every single wrestler I believe should do off the bottom is beat the guy inside. And what I mean by that, I cock my arms so I can explode back into him with my head up, back straight. Same thing I was saying before. Right here. Bottom man set, top man set, bam. Right here. Every single time. Every single time. This is where I want to be. Now I want y'all to watch. There's a really important thing here that a lot of people miss out on. See my left hand? See how my left hand's pointing out? Everybody see this? See my left hand pointing out? See this? It's a big difference. Because if I just beat the guy inside right here, watch what happens. Cross wrist, playing down my face. But, bottom man set, top man set. Right here. Now, look at my hand. This is a big difference. Now the guy, it's hard for him to cross wrist. Hard for him to cross wrist. And when he crosses, then your time, look where I'm at. I want you to try to ride me like 3 times. This is a power position. Boom! You can explode from here. It's hard to explode from here. So you have to take advantage of that at the bottom wrist. I'm not going to elaborate on this a lot, but the main thing is every single one of you learn is you have to beat the guy inside.
Hit it. Ready? Hit it. Then you put you on your right side, go to your right side. Ready to build the base? Hit it. You put you on your left side. Ready? Hit it. You put you on your back. Put you on your back. Ready to build the base? Hit it. Ready? Hit it. Then we incorporate shadow wrestling a little bit this time. This time when you're on your belly, you're going to build your base, then go right to your stand-up and your hip heights out of there. Ready? So we're going to build, we're going to go from our belly to our base, we're going to go from our base to our stand-up and hip heights, and we're out of there. Ready? Hit it! Ready? Hit it! Okay, this time we're going to go from our back to our base to our stand-up and hip heights. Ready? Hit it! Right side, ready? Hit it! Right back to your bent belly again. If you have young people that are, even when you're down the mat, you're like this. You're like this right there when you're wrestling, when you're on the bottom. Because you guys can't get under your wrist on it. Now, one of the ways you can build the base back up is you push off one side, once you build the base, you push it up, just bring the hand back this way, roll over this, bring this leg up and roll over that hip. I don't care if a guy weighs 400 pounds, you can lay on top, you can still get back up, because you're not lifting the weight, your hip joint rolling over there, you can build it back up. Go ahead and do it again, ready? Opposite side, push, roll it up. Ready, hit it. Referee position. You stand up, bring you up. It's a good drill for both teams to learn it. As he stands up, he stands up, he can do a lifting drill, then he can do a big drill.
If there's space in here, he's going to go forward. You want to be watching that on the films, right? It should stay the same. My hips go out, my hip goes back. You want that back pressure. We also do some other drills. I'll cover it a little bit. Where you feel his knees right behind you. Right, I don't know where he's at. I got to get back pressure straight back. Like from out here. Right? If Clint's off to the side, he's out over here. I got to change my position. I can't go straight back now. If I go straight back, I'm going straight to my back. Right? I got to find it. So I'll take my inside step on this way. Everything's sealed on. Right? As my head goes back, my knee comes out. If my head goes back, my knee comes out. Right?
That's as simple as it is. You can teach your kids how to string from your chin to the knee. The head goes back and the knee comes out. I'll just hit a few here. This is the most important. You can break it down into 2 steps. Use the back pressure and rings out to here. Alright. Now, you get to your feet, the guy's going to drive you up sometimes. He's going to drive you to my feet. Back pressure here on my feet. Sometimes you beat them. You get the back pressure you want. You can cut low. Okay? I'm going to try and do it slow for you. Right here, I'm in this situation. I'm going to slide this leg out like a baseball slide. He's going to be around my waist here. It's kind of like a tight waist. I'm going to throw this elbow down. And I'm going to hit him right in the face right here. Okay? Slide this down. And I'm cutting out.
John on mat number 2. Over on mat number 3, just getting started. BMI Illinois. Here on mat number 6, 8-2 score. Big score for Alan Freed of Oklahoma State. And over on mat number 7, 5-1 lead now for the number 1 seed and returning All-American, Kerry Colat of Penn State.
What you got here?
About 299. Babak Mohammadi of Oregon State, winner by a decision, 3-2.
Over on mat number 1 now, Gordon.
Warning, bottom man stalling.
Away from a technical fall, and that's the technical fall. That's in smart, please, to 1. Timur Terry and Jake Geyer. Geyer and Terry.
Potentially dangerous.
Let's take the
15 seconds.
In regards to riding, now we covered the spiral ride, and one of the worst things that a wrestler can do is learn to hang on that waist all the time, because from the waist ride you're going to get hit with a switch, with a roll. There's always some form of flip-flopping that you want to eliminate in wrestling. Now the best thing to remember in rides, Pat, when you get on Tom here, is if you catch an ankle, always pick an ankle up. There. Before this wrestler can do anything, he's got to take this arm off of the ankle. Now let go of the ankle, Pat. Now reach down, reach through and grab an elbow and pull it into you. Right there. He has to release this elbow here in order to get out. Now get back into a referee's position. One time Pat is going to chop and push him forward. From a referee's position, chop and push him forward. Next time he'll reach back and get an ankle. When the referee says wrestle, and again, you'll notice Pat's arms is always in a tight wrestler's form. Let go of that. This time, pinch both ankles, Pat. There you go. Then
Go on his hips. Colat's real good. If you've ever watched Colat, Colat's always here. Always. On him right here. He squeezes with the side. He never lets his guys go. He's always on him. When he breaks him down here, he's breaking him down. Breaks down, he's on the side. He's always squeezing his hips. Never let this guy up. Once he's down, keep him down. Right? The whole thing works from, again, better position. This thumb grip serves no purpose. This thumb, I can use splint all day. That might be advice for him. But he's going to be out. I'm not going to do that. Go ahead. So good. Here, my thumb serves no purpose. I tuck around. Palm's still on his elbow. My fingers control that. Try to muscle up here. It's right there. Hand still on his elbow. Here, I can't squeeze him. Here, just that much. That's all I need. Just that little much. It's possible. Everything that I'm trying to do, he's going to exist. Right? As I get on, subtly, I put pressure forward. Not so the ref can see it, but just enough. Just as Clint lays his back flat, and I'm ready to get on, he hunches that side of the back. That throws me off that much. Right? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I see him much, or if he doesn't, I'm going to make sure I get enough pressure before I He's going forward. I got enough pressure. He's not in the middle of his back. I want to cheat that also. I want to put my head in the back of his neck. I'm not going to lay my ear in the center of his back. I'm going to cheat him. I'm going to come over here. Sometimes the ref will fit, sometimes it won't. But if they don't, it's pure better. He's not going to get that back pressure back. Thirdly, fourthly, whatever it is, I'm going to fly this. I'm going to take this hip out. He wants that outside or the inside leg up. I got to stop one of them. Right? If he gets this leg up, go ahead. I'm still controlling his hip. This bottom is mine. Right? I can something back here. I can get it this way. Whichever way I want. I'm on these hips. That gives me a little leeway. I'm still controlling one side of his hip. Right? If he gets that up, go ahead. I can come here. Right? I'm still controlling one side of his hip. I don't know. He's down for a reason. I'm in the offensive position. I want to hit him. So again, tuck that in, pressure forward, head down. His stomach goes here. Right? Control that side of his hip. Everything's going forward. What happens, then you'll see it on the film. So, again, hand on the elbow, elbow, pressure forward, head, back to the neck. So you're trying this side. Lastly, this back knee punts him right in the butt. I mean punts him. I want him to go forward. And just that much pressure is going to send it over the edge. He's not going to be able to get that pressure back. So I'm here, I'm cupping, my head's here, flying, last knee. Let's stop. I'm coming in. Now he's on one hip. I have this control here. He's not getting out. I'll cover this hip. Be here. Now, Cliff's going to want to belly out or do whatever. I got both sides control. One, wrist control. One, riding this hip. If I want, I'm sticking the leg in. Alright, thing goes back to this. This knee is important. I keep this knee right there. Alright? Once I control that side, this big side, then I can switch knees to here. This knee's here, came up with flat. If I get this wrist, I'm going to change sides, but the other knee goes in. I don't ever let him come back. He's not coming back. That knee stays in there, on my toes. All my weight's on my feet. He's doing it. All my weight.
McElravy and Newby, semifinals.
Potentially dangerous.